I joined Asia Society, I think, in 2017.
From my side, I was also a member, I think, November last year, maybe.
I was a member of Asia Society before I joined the Gen A program.
On Facebook, I kept being recommended super interesting events, and they were always hosted by Asia Society.
And basically there was an offer, so like the first year was for free.
And I got to know about Asia Society through an event they hosted, or you hosted in Basel.
The first event I went to was an exhibition about contemporary Vietnamese art, I think at the Hauser and Wirth.
So very soon after, the Gen A program was announced, and I thought it sounded like exactly the kind of thing I would be interested in.
I was very happy when I read the announcement of the Gen A program, and it coincided with my New Year's resolution to be more engaged and attend more events, and so I applied.
One that was very interesting was the one with Mulan Sun and about the Chinese architecture and city planning.
The one that I was maybe more pleasantly surprised by was one roundtable talk with Sandra Fahy.
I plan to say the Oxford debate about the question on North and South Korea reunification, and Sandra Fahy also took part in that discussion.
What problems are caused by all the kind of centrally planned communist city planning, where like they put all the people living in one part of the town and all the offices in the other part of the town, which then causes like traffic congestions. So because I never really thought about that, I thought that was quite interesting.
She gave a talk about North Korea, and that I thought she brought a completely different dimension to what I was used to. At the same time, scary, extremely interesting, very touching. There were so many different directions that I thought that was a very interesting discussion.
I think it's very interesting that she is studying North Korea, but she's never been in North Korea, but she's studying like really what people talk about their experience. And I think this is interesting, especially because I am studying religion studies. For us, it's kind of similar because we study what people talk about. We do not say what God is or how God is, but we can observe how people talk about God, how people react, their rituals and symbols and things like that. So I think it is a little bit similar. Maybe this is a right stretch to compare these two topics, but that's why I thought her talk was especially interesting.
In terms of my personal development, it definitely made me more knowledgeable, and it definitely made me able to discuss new topics with friends and understand other people's better. So I think that's definitely absolutely a gain.
Through the experience of the speakers, I could gain a lot more deeper insights that I probably would not have gained through research by myself at home. This is what I valued most.
There's a really like broad range of topics, and there's a lot of intellectual input, which drives one's thinking.
It's also a way of generating a network, kind of. So I have like more places where I can follow up now than I did before. And now through the program and through Asia Society, I could network and meet people that have similar interests and actually have experience in areas that I do not have yet.
I'm currently working for a smaller law firm which is specializing on advising mostly Japanese companies which have subsidiaries in Switzerland.
For me, it's quite clear. I'm moving to Singapore for a couple of years, starting next year.
I am finishing my master currently.
And maybe you work with people from other parts of Asia. I would be very interested in that.
Quite surprised that a lot of the topics we discussed in these talks were still quite closely linked to my kind of work, right? So we still had a speaker talking about sustainable building, which is what I work in, and energy, an energy expert. The topic spoke to me so well that I just felt like I could deepen my knowledge on topics that I was nevertheless already interested in.
I would really like to do an internship or a job opportunity after my master's in Asia, China or South Korea or Taiwan. Yeah, and that's another reason I started learning Korean and Mandarin. It would be very nice to actually use it and get to know more about the culture behind it.
Profit from the program.
Be curious,
Stay informed about current discussion or current issues about Asia.
attend as many talks as you can because they're all excellent.
Be involved in those topics of Asia which interests oneself.
Have fun and take the opportunities that you can get.